All right, 8:17 is the time right now. Dani, the 8 o'clock advisory for the hurricane just came out. What's new?
Well, we did see the pressure drop just a little bit. That's indication that Florence is strengthening, but wind speeds held at 130 miles per hour, still considered a dangerous Category 4 hurricane. Again, that strengthening is forecast as we head into the rest of today, with landfall expected Thursday night into Friday morning. Right now, moving pretty quickly, west-northwest at 17 miles per hour, but we're going to see Florence slow down significantly as it approaches the coast. That's what we're looking at heading into the next few days, with the potential for that significant flooding due to rainfall really intensified by the slowing of Florence approaching landfall. I want to show you the RPM forecast model. Right now, forecast confidence is relatively high on approach to the Carolina coast. We're expecting landfall somewhere along the coastline of North Carolina here, but it's what happens next that the details are still a little fuzzy. The reason being, we have a ridge here that could potentially keep this from heading or continuing further north and west. And so where does it go next? Forecast models are still trying to decide that. You can see tight clustering upon approach, and then check that out, all the different model variants of where they think this is headed. We do know that this will slow significantly. We expect it to weaken significantly after making landfall, but it is still going to continue to dump rain. So it's important to look at the forecast cone rather than that official track. Yesterday, the cone, including all of North Carolina up into Virginia, the latest trends show a shift to the west and to the south, and that's why we're putting in play portions of Georgia and South Carolina for some of that flood threat after Florence makes landfall. Again, storm surge still going to be a major issue, damaging winds a major issue, but the inland flooding due to the slowing of Florence and just that continuous rainfall through Sunday into Monday is going to be a major issue. So again, those questions will continue to be answered as the forecast models work themselves out. Right now, it does look like forecast confidence is high as it approaches the Carolina coast, and then after that, things get fuzzy. A few other things to talk about. Tropical storm Isaac continues to weaken. Now at 60 miles per hour, there are tropical storm watches and warnings for the Lesser Antilles, but it is forecast to continue weakening as it heads into the eastern Caribbean. And then Hurricane Helene also weakening with no threat to the U.S. here. We expect it to weaken into a tropical storm by Friday. Right now, a Category 1 hurricane, but it's headed into that cooler water, which will help weaken Helene, so no worries there. We have two additional areas to watch. One non-tropical area of low pressure out in the Atlantic, 50% chance of development in the next 5 days. And then an area closer to home, we've actually seen these numbers back off a bit. Now a 60% chance of development in the next 2 and 5 days. This is a disorganized area of thunderstorm activity just north of the Yucatan Peninsula. This is what's actually sending in our cloud cover that we saw yesterday, and we'll see it again today. But it's actually forecast to move north and west closer to the coastline of Texas. So this one also not expected to be a threat for us, with, again, that development chance right around 60%. Next couple names up, Joyce and Kirk. But again, that one not expected to impact us, but it is sending us a little cloud cover this morning. Lucky for us, cloud cover not producing any rainfall. Doppler radar completely quiet as you head out the door this morning. As we fast forward into your warm Wednesday, we'll continue to see that mix of sun and clouds, some spots a little more sunshine than others, but a healthy mix is expected. Few storms will be possible heading into the second half of the day, but chances only around 30%, so they will stay pretty hit and miss on and off through this evening. Potential for pockets of heavy rain is there, but it's not expected to be anything widespread. As we head into this afternoon, our highs will heat to the upper 80s, near 90 degrees with a few of those hit and miss storms. The conditions are extremely humid with dew points in the mid 70s, so keep in mind that our air temperature landing near 90 means it will feel closer to 100 degrees through this afternoon. Forecast stays consistent as we head into the weekend. Highs will stay in the low 90s. We'll see feel a lot of humidity, of course, with a few of those hit and miss storms each afternoon and evening. 8:21 right now, Lauren. This is typically, I feel like, when things start to settle down. Are you seeing that out there?
Yeah.